was suffocating, packed with faces I once called family, now twisted with betrayal and contempt. The air vibrated with whispered curses and pointed fingers as my so-called best friend revealed my darkest secret, a truth I had buried deep, trusting them above all. That night, at the family gathering, I wasn't just exposed, I was crucified, accused of dragging our family's name through the mud, labeled a disgrace, a failure not just to them, but to every person who ever believed in me. "You've ruined us," my mother spat, eyes blazing with a fury it cut deeper than any knife. "Fix this mess or don't come back." Their words were chains, heavy and cold, threatening to shatter whatever hope I had left. But instead of breaking, something inside me ignited. I could either drown in shame or use this betrayal as fuel. I chose the fire. I left that night, stepping away from the suffocating expectations and the venomous whispers. Alone, I swallowed the bitterness, the humiliation, and the crushing weight of their judgment. It wasn't just my secret that felt shattered. It was my identity. But in those quiet, painful moments, I found an ember of defiance. I vowed I wouldn't just survive, I would thrive on my own terms. Years passed. The world outside was ruthless, but I was relentless. I channeled every ounce of hurt into building something real, something that no whispered gossip or family curse could touch. I started small, a business born from passion and perseverance, brick by brick, late nights and sacrifice. Every "you'll never make it" echoed in my mind like a challenge, pushing me harder. I learned, adapted, and grew, not just as an entrepreneur, but as a woman reclaiming her worth. My company flourished beyond anyone's expectations, including my own. I became a beacon of success, not by their approval, but through my own grit and vision. The girl they cast aside became the pillar they never saw coming. When I finally returned, it wasn't with anger or pleading. It was with quiet strength. At another family gathering, the same faces turned to me, eyes wide with disbelief and perhaps a hint of regret. They watched as I moved through the room, confident, unapologetic, unstoppable. No explanations, no apologies, just me, standing tall, my success a silent but powerful rebuke. In that moment, I realized revenge wasn't about breaking them. It was about building myself so fiercely that their doubts became irrelevant. I didn't need their forgiveness or acceptance. I needed their recognition that I had risen, not in spite of the pain, but because of it. And as I looked around that room, I saw not just the family who doubted me, but the woman they underestimated. The woman who turned betrayal into triumph, humiliation into power, and rejection into an unshakable legacy. This was my revenge. This was my truth.